Life often brings trials that feel unbearable, moments when everything seems to fall apart, and we question why we're refacing such darkness. Carl Jung believed that these struggles aren't random. They are invitations, sacred moments crafted to awaken us to our true potential. You may feel stuck, lost, or burdened. Whether it's a broken relationship, a job that drains you, or an invisible inner battle, you are not being punished. These challenges are shaping you. They're meant to bring forth the parts of yourself you've long ignored, the shadow within you that longs for healing and integration. Jung taught that our transformation begins when we face what we fear most. Patterns repeat, doors close, people alleviate. Behind this chaos is a deeper message. Your soul is ready for change. What feels like destruction is, in truth, preparation. The pain is polishing you, like pressure on a diamond. Every hardship is refining your essence, pushing you closer to the person you were always meant to become. When you're in the midst of pain, it's hard to believe there's meaning behind it. But Jung reminds us that transformation often begins in the darkest places. The storm you're facing isn't meant to break you, it's meant to reveal you. Like roots of a tree growing deeper during storms, your soul is gaining strength in the face of adversity. God never allows a challenge unless you're ready for it. Every closed door, every tear, every failure is preparing you. Yet the hardest part is trusting a path you can't yet see. True growth, as Jung emphasized, requires unwavering faith in the unseen. And often, the answers come not when we demand them, but when we are ready to receive. The battle between your conscious desires and unconscious beliefs can make your journey feel like a struggle against something invisible. But these internal conflicts are not punishments. They reflect the fears, wounds, and patterns you need to face to become whole. Jung called this journey individuation, the sacred path of integrating all parts of yourself, your light and your darkness. And God, in His wisdom, uses trials to guide you along that path. Through each challenge, faced with courage, you step closer to your purpose. The road to becoming your true self isn't easy. There will be moments when you feel exhausted, isolated, or overwhelmed. But just like fire purifies gold, your pain is purifying you, burning away what no longer serves you, revealing your core. Jung taught that suffering isn't meaningless. It's the very process that forges your soul into something greater. You're not being broken, you're being built. Think of the times you faced what felt impossible, only to later see how it strengthened and prepared you. These moments weren't accidents. They were divine threads woven into the fabric of your destiny. Crises are not to be feared, they are gateways to rebirth. If you feel like you're at your breaking point, know this: it is also the beginning of something sacred. When you stop resisting and start surrendering to what life is trying to teach you, everything begins to shift. Pain becomes purpose, loss becomes clarity, and every closed door becomes a redirection towards something greater. This is not chaos, it is alignment. Jung once said that chaos always precedes order. What feels like disorder now is the groundwork for peace, clarity, and purpose. You are being readied for something you cannot yet see, but it is real, and it is coming. Letting go is one of the most painful, yet necessary, steps on the path to transformation. We cling to the familiar relationships, beliefs, fears, not because they serve us, but because they feel safe. Jung warned us, what you resist not only persists, but grows in size. The more you resist change, the heavier your soul becomes. Imagine carrying a backpack full of stones, each one representing fear, regret, shame, or toxic connections. With each step, it weighs you down. Yet the future that God has prepared for you requires space. You must release the stones to move forward. Releasing is only half the journey. You must also open your heart to receive. The universe, Jung taught, is always in balance. When you release what no longer serves your growth, you create space for peace, clarity, and divine opportunity to flow in. This change is not always sudden. Sometimes it's a whisper, flicker of hope, a small shift in how you see the world. But that flicker grows. It becomes the quiet voice of God, reminding you, keep going. The path won't be easy, but every step, no matter how small, is a declaration of faith and a movement toward your true purpose. There will be days when you question everything, when silence surrounds you and the pain feels endless. But Jung reminds us, light is born from darkness. It is in the moments when everything falls apart that we begin to see who we truly are. God does not waste your pain. Every sleepless night, every whispered prayer, every tear is being transformed into something sacred. You are being shaped not by comfort, but by fire. And through this process, Your soul is becoming something unshakable. The strongest, most grounded people you've met likely carry the deepest scars. That's not a coincidence. God uses hardship to strip away what's superficial and reveal what truly matters. It's not a comfortable process, but it's one filled with meaning. It invites you to look inward, to discover strength and wisdom that were always within you. Maybe that heartbreak was a lesson in boundaries. Maybe that failure was a redirection to your purpose. Or maybe that feeling of emptiness is a sacred signal to stop searching outside and begin listening within. Every trial, no matter how painful, is a step toward the person you were destined to become. What if the very pain you're recarrying is preparing you for the blessing you've been asking for? Jung believed that when we cling to what no longer serves us, whether it's a belief, a relationship, or a version of ourselves, we prolong our suffering. Letting go is not weakness. It is a sacred act of trust. When you release what is no longer aligned with your growth, something begins to shift. You create space for healing, for peace, for the right people, and opportunities to arrive. And they do not by chance, but because you are finally aligned with the energy of your purpose. This journey is not a straight line. It's not instant, but every flicker of strength you feel, every moment of unexpected peace, is evidence that something inside you has awakened. It is the voice of your soul and of God reminding you that you're not alone. Even in your darkest hour, the light has never left you. Every step forward is a sacred declaration that you trust the process, even when you can't see the path. That faith is what opens new doors, heals old wounds, and transforms your trials into the very foundation of your strength. What if the very pain you recarrying is preparing you for the blessing you've been asking for? Jung believed that when we cling to what no longer serves us, whether it's a belief, a relationship, or a version of ourselves, we prolong our suffering. Letting go is not weakness. It is a sacred act of trust. When you release what is no longer aligned with your growth, something begins to shift. You create space for healing, for peace, for the right people, and opportunities to arrive. And they do not by chance, but because you are finally aligned with the energy of your purpose. This journey is not a straight line. It's not instant, but every flicker of strength you feel, every moment of unexpected peace, is evidence that something inside you has awakened. It is the voice of your soul and of God reminding you that you're not alone. Even in your darkest hour, the light has never left you. Every step forward is a sacred declaration that you trust the process, even when you can't see the path. That faith is what opens new doors, heals old wounds, and transforms your trials into the very foundation of your strength. Your struggles are not meaningless. They are the chapters that shape the most powerful parts of your story. Jung believed life does not unfold by accident. Every hardship is a divine invitation to confront, evolve, and ultimately rise. Even when it feels like your prayers go unheard, or your strength is slipping away, trust this: God has not abandoned you. He is present in every quiet second, working behind the scenes, preparing you for what's next. What may seem like delay or silence is often divine protection or preparation. And here's the truth: your trials are not only for you. One day your story or scars may be the exact light someone else needs to find their way. The strength you're building now might become someone else's survival guide. Your courage, your healing, your voice, it all matters. So don't rush the process. Don't hide your journey. Embrace it, share it. Your willingness to be honest, to grow, to trust, especially when things don't make sense, is not only shaping you, it's transforming the lives around you. You are part of something greater than yourself. Jung once said, "We cannot transform what we are unwilling to confront." This truth stands at the heart of all personal growth. Your challenges are not curses, they are sacred invitations. Each trial is a doorway to a deeper version of yourself, one that is wiser, stronger, and more aligned with your divine purpose. Even when you feel like you're walking alone, know this: you are being guided. Nothing is wasted. Every moment of pain, every delay, every heartbreak is part of a greater plan, God's blueprint for your transformation. To step into the life you're meant for, you must be willing to release what no longer serves your soul. Faith means letting go of control and trusting that what is meant for you will arrive in divine timing. You don't need to be perfect, just willing to grow, to heal, and to walk forward even in uncertainty. And as you do, you'll begin to witness the beauty in the unfolding, the peace that replaces anxiety, the people who show up just when you need them. This isn't magic, it's the fruit of your alignment with truth. So take the next step, not just for yourself, but for those who are still searching for hope. Share your light, share your story, You are far stronger than you think, and what awaits you beyond this season is more meaningful, more beautiful, and more sacred than you could ever imagine. Before you go, take one small step that can lead to big change. Subscribe and hit the notification bell so you're never alone on this journey. Each video is a reminder that your struggle has meaning, your pain has purpose, and your transformation is already in motion. Let's grow together.